Hey everyone, just wanted to take y'all on a throwback of our family vacation to Playa del Carmen, Mexico, which is about an hour south of Cancun. We went at the end of May when the weather in Seattle, Washington was around the high 60s, low 70s, so we definitely were looking forward to enjoying some sunshine with a little more heat with temperatures up into the 90s. One of the perks of this trip, which helped to make it hassle-free, was the airport transfers to and from the airport.
And this right here was an amazing trip. We asked for the heat and we got the heat. I don't know if you can see my head, but the sweat was coming down. Even though it was close to 90 degrees, it really felt like it was close to 105 degrees on this trip.
We arrived at the wondrous Iberostar Waves Tucán, and this 5-star all-inclusive resort is inspired by local culture inside a tropical rainforest. There were several different types of animals on the property that we saw from the entrance all the way to the beach. Among those animals we saw and heard were beautiful peacocks. They undoubtedly created an authentic tropical paradise landscape. The vibes were serene. The waterfalls were magnificent to look at and also take in.
One thing that I learned about the peacocks, late at night, they would sound like a woman screaming. They'd be like, "Help! Help!" So I thought that was interesting to know.
The layout for where the restaurants were located were so clean for being an outdoor setting, and everything was aesthetically pleasing. There were ponds with koi fish swimming around everywhere, and our babies definitely enjoyed looking at the fish when they were out and about.
This property was massive in size, and the one thing that I liked about this property is that it had about 5 different restaurants. If you wanted to have Italian one night, you can have Italian. If you want to go for a steakhouse one night, you can have a steakhouse. If you want to go to like an actual barbecue, you can have that too. One of the things I would say that the girls' favorite part about this resort was definitely the ice cream bar. The ice cream bar was located right by the pool. As long as the pool was open, the ice cream bar was open. So even though that it was over 90 degrees, having something cold to be able to satisfy that urge was something that really cooled you down. I thought that was a big plus that they had this ice cream bar, and that ice cream bar always was mandated for people to have ice cream.
We checked into our premium room, which had some nice amenities, including a balcony that had a nice view of the garden and surroundings. We saw peacocks more than any other wildlife outside of our room, and we heard them a lot too.
This resort really found a way to help you feel like you was connected to the outside, but also helping you understand that it still was a luxury resort. The best way I would describe it is like vintage but classic, and really connecting with the wildlife with it just really made it into a nice trip.
For this vacation, we met with a few hundred of our travel family from around the world, and it was called the Big Chill 6. Our mentors and the team that put this trip together did a wonderful job of getting all of the details planned out. They had some shirts made, and it was like a family reunion. One of the buffets was reserved for our group only, and it was just such an amazing time to get to see everyone's faces again that we hadn't seen for about a year.
Going on vacation with a family is one thing, but going on vacations with your friends is another, and I really appreciated that. It is a great feeling to be around like-minded people.
This is a shot of our baby Elise enjoying some of the good food that we had. On Saturday, we had a foam pool party thrown especially for our group, and that was a first for our babies, so they absolutely had a blast playing in bubbles that were way bigger than the bubbles that they play with in their bath at home. The party vibes were on, and we enjoyed ourselves. One amenity that was particularly fun for our babies was the kids' pool that was located at their kids' club. Abigail especially enjoyed going down the slides that they had there too.
Now, Elise, on the other hand, she was still trying to get used to it, so she definitely had to get used to it first.
On this day, we hit the beach. The resort is located on one of the Riviera Maya's most stunning beaches. It was so nice to feel the sand in between our toes and to dip into the beautiful blue and green waves. One thing we set out to do was to leave the resort and explore what Playa del Carmen had to offer in town, and we stopped and had lunch at this restaurant where they had a performance by a mariachi band and Mexican folk dancers.
Now you guys know it wouldn't be me if I didn't go and get me a Mexican hat while I'm in Mexico. I thought I was looking pretty stunning in this Mexican hat.
This is some of the scenery of the trail from the beach to our room and the trail between the restaurants to the beach. Ladies, I recommend that you leave your heels at home and find other ways to dress up your feet because the terrain we walked on was not built for heels.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this little journey with us in Mexico. And I'm really advocating for more people to be able to go on family vacations, check out some of those bucket list items, and live together. Make sure that y'all guys are helping your kids have memories that can stay with them for a lifetime. They're not going to remember what you got them for Christmas, but they definitely remember these types of moments that you was able to check off together. Oh yeah, last but not least, you still gotta work out. Just because you on vacation, you can't stop. You gotta be able to get up on that elliptical and make that elliptical thing happen. But when you go to these top resorts, one thing that I strongly encourage you to do is join one of the classes. Actually interact with the staff, do some of their circuits and different things like that. Because she definitely was working us out, making sure that we was still staying in shape and working off all that you can eat. So I really enjoyed the staff there, having a workout plan, pushing us to our limits, helping us be able to take things to the next level. And she was not making sure only me, but the people who joined my group was actually going to the next level. So they have like a little things for everybody. If you're a workout, if you like to eat, if you like scenery, if you like animals, you name it. We had a little bit of every single thing that we could do to be able to take this thing to the next level. I ain't gonna lie, guys, I was tired after that workout. But I appreciate y'all guys, especially people who made it to the end of this video. Make sure you guys like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification button.